Lads, ladettes, lassies. Ooh. Ooh. More Kill la Kill. My name's Josh, and last episode, some serious stuff went down. Ryuko turned into a monster. She showed us what a kamui really. She showed us like why Nudist Beach is so afraid of clothing, like the true power when you lose control of like your rage and your temper. Showed us the true disgusting power of what a kamui can unleash on the world and what it can do to herself. And I think this is what happened with Trigger's something, like his girlfriend, wife, or daughter. We did have a flashback of Trigger seeing, like someone that he at the very least cared about very, very much, and like something terrible happened. It was because she was testing kamuis. So I'm gonna assume that's what happened there. But Harume was not defeated. We found out who killed Ryuko's dad. We even got a flashback, so it is 100% confirmed. Harume. And oh, her dad. I forgot to mention this last episode, but her dad went out like a champ. He got some moves. He had those ridiculous scissor blade weapons, and he even took her eye. What a Chad. I love his beard. I love his design. But yeah, he went out like a champ. He did not go down easy, especially since he's a scientist. But yeah, so Harume kind of let Satsuki, I was gonna say Senketsu, she kind of let Satsuki tell her to leave, but not really. She's like, I'm coming back. You don't really have any power over me. So she will be back, and I assume that will lead to Satsuki's mom getting involved. But before that, we have the entire world to take over, because Satsuki has finished evolving her Goku uniforms, and now she's gonna move out, take over every school, and yeah, and it's all thanks to Ryuko, because she played her like a fiddle. And now it's time to see where this is all going. If you want to see that reaction, make sure you go down to the links below. Because of YouTube's copyright system, anime is a very big no-no on this channel, or on any channel really, for reactions. It's so hard to keep them up, and then it's even more likely you'll get striked, which that's not good. But yes, nonetheless, let's get into this episode, lads. Talk about everything going wrong for your hero. I only wrote one thing down this episode. And yeah, it's like the least and most least important thing here. Well then, Senketsu is gone. Maybe, okay, so she did leave Ryuko with something in her hand. Could it have been a small piece of Senketsu? So does that mean there's hope to rebuild him? I couldn't really tell what exactly was left in her hand. It did look like a small piece of Senketsu. But still, Harume completely destroyed him with... I think it only showed like 3 strikes, but it could have been more. It's anime. But oh my god, he's just gone. Literal toast. And yeah, Satsuki collected the pieces, took him to Yori, I believe his name is, and they're gonna give it, there's like 25 to 50 pieces on there, so they're gonna give it to like the best students, the most resilient ones, to get some of that combat, like to see like some data and analysis. I'm gonna assume that the 4, like her big 4, her elite 4, I'm gonna assume that they're gonna get a piece or 2, maybe? How much power does Senketsu count as? Like, that's a lot. That's a lot. Man, like, okay, say what you will about Satsuki, but at least she left Ryuko a blanket. And you gotta love that Ryuko has the plot armor of underwear. Every other character we've seen that gets blown out of their Goku uniforms or something like that, they're always naked, except for Ryuko. because she actually has the decency of wearing underwear under her clothes. Wait, does that mean everyone that she's fought are all just like commando? Is that the implication? Or is it also implying that like even their underwear is made out of Goku uniform? I think I like my idea of they're just commando under there better. That's like a policy at that's like the policy at the school. Or Ryuko and Mako, actually, now I'm thinking about it, because I remember Mako like took off her uniform. So is it like the policy, like once you get more Goku uniform experience, you just like you can't wear any clothes under it, or oh man, I don't know. It's just I found it like a little funny. Like, wait a minute, like all the bad guys get blown away naked. But good on Satsuki for like, you know, my enemy. Here's a blanket. Pat pat. Goodbye. I mean, she didn't like take her to her home, so I mean, I guess she could have done that if she needed to. But man, the twist this episode! I did not expect that reporter guy to be Harume. I feel like I recognize his voice from somewhere. Is he somewhere in the show? Like, is he in some other anime? I mean, I'm sure he's in some other anime. But like, it's bugging me this entire episode. Like, who is he? Because like, not like the character, like the voice actor. And he got me too. I thought he was genuinely going to be on Ryoko's side, and that the situation that played out, I thought that was going to be the situation that played out, except without the twist. I thought that he was going to get in trouble. Ryuko was going to suit up to get to save him, and that would be like the typical hero journey. Like, oh no, I'm scared of my powers, or oh no, I'm scared of myself. But now someone needs me, so I'm going to have to use my powers again. And looks like, turns out I'm not that scared of myself, or like I don't need to be. They played with that trope, and they played that trope like a fiddle. And then they just completely just like, haha, got you, you viewers, because immediately it's like, they were my puppets. I'm actually the girl, and like, suffice to say, I did not see that coming. They even had the teacher looking into him, so like, you know, he could be a good recruit for New Speech. Like, let me just do a background check. And then he's like, oh, so he was expelled from the school records. And as soon as she revealed herself, the school records started going bye-bye. Oh, man. That was a really good twist. Hats off. I mean, I've always said that this show you can't predict, but hats off. I did not see that coming. Because I thought Harume was going to do something with Satsuki just to annoy her. But I guess going after Ryuko would annoy Satsuki. And I keep thinking like we're going to get that fight between Satsuki and Harume, because they keep teasing it. They keep teasing it, but Harume keeps running away. Is she scared of Satsuki, or is she just like not interested in finding her yet? Because I do believe that we will get that fight, and Harume is going to be very, very happy when they fight. I wonder how much of a match Satsuki is for Harume without her Goku, or without her Kamuai. Because like, she didn't even transform. She just started pulling out her sword. And it's like, I will deliver swift justice. That's not the line. She's like, I will deliver upon you a mighty blow. And she didn't even like threaten with a transformation. She just started like unsething her sword. And we're like, for a lot of people, she doesn't unseth her sword much. Unseth. But man, yeah, this episode really played with like the classic trope of I don't want to suit up. Someone needs me. I'm gonna suit up. I'm back here. I'm back, baby. But nope. They really went, hee, toy with your feelings. Now they'll never be able to suit up, or they can't suit up because their suit is destroyed. The scissor blade was knocked out of her hand, I believe. So I don't think Harume has it. I mean, she could have double backed and taken it. Maybe Satsuki took it. Because she's been knocked out for a while. It's a really great shot too. Like, everything about the show is beautiful. It's like so unique in its art style, and it's like really cool when Satsuki made her appearance. Like the sun setting behind her, her music too. It's like all the music in the show is so good. Like all their themes, like before it even happened. Like, I love that the music is also a reveal with the character. Like when Harume was about to kill Ryuko, you hear like the beginning notes of Satsuki's theme right before Satsuki comes. Like right before Satsuki comes in frame. So it's like they play with the music that don't lose your way, like the heroic theme. It's like, ah, yeah, hype, and then, oh, shoot. And of course, the best theme, in my opinion, just Satsuki's mom's theme. It's so good. It's so good. I don't know. Like, I love Don't Lose Your Way, but Satsuki's mom theme, there's just something, there's something there. There's like, there's like it's just, it evokes power. Everything that her mom, like, we haven't even seen her mom do anything yet. And like, we already go, oh yeah, this is a powerful woman. This is someone you need to look out for, just because of the theme. The theme! And we got to see a little bit of the philosophy, clothing being the original sin. Adam hiding away his nakedness because of the shame he felt. And then Satsuki comes in saying that clothing is what binds the world. It seems like conflicting messages, but they also seem to be on the same page. I'm going to have to re-listen to that in order to understand it fully. But, yeah, like, I thought last episode I made a theory, like, her and her mom aren't on the same page. Satsuki's, like, going to take over the world or whatever, and that's going to get the mom's attention, and then they're going to fight. But it looks like the mom is completely down with this, and it seems like she even said it. Like, you have our resources to go with. Like, as long as you have us as an ally, you have our resources. But she also doesn't really seem to mind if Haruhi messes with her a little bit, especially during this operation, this big operation. So, I guess her mom is testing Satsuki's iron will, or she's testing her metal. And I'm interested to see how much of this that Satsuki will like take, like how much of it until she gets fed up. Is Satsuki going to just blow up on her mom, or has Satsuki been planning something? Like, I'm gonna try and take over for my mom, because their clothing corporation is 90% of the clothing that is given around the world. That's a lot of clothing. That's a lot of clothes. That's a lot of money. So, is Satsuki planning on overthrowing her mom? Is that not going to work because her mom's so powerful? Or the mom's like, you don't think I saw this coming? Like, I'm just so interested to see what the heck we're going to go with this. The operation has commenced. Ryuko is out of action. The teacher is just, I'm probably going to have, oh god, Ryoko's going to wake up so suspicious of that teacher. Like, she's going to wake up in her underwear, probably in his house. And it's always his house. He's probably going to be shirtless already. He's going to go, oh, Ryuko, Senketsu was destroyed. But don't worry, I call Trigger. Something like that. Oh, Trigger also is... Trigger... He did say that, like, the teacher did give Trigger information on the attack, and then Trigger relayed that back to the rest of the nudist speech. So I guess maybe there's going to be... maybe Satsuki's going to have a little bit more of a fight than she anticipated, because she did say that it would only take a day to take over all these important schools. But I don't know if she's anticipating them to be fighting back and ready to fight back. So, yeah, Trigger is... I don't know if you heard that, but my dog is snoring. But Trigger is out there. He is a major player right now. He's probably the most powerful player we have on our team, because Ryoko's out. I'm interested to see what they're going to do with Senketsu. Is Ryuko going to have to find everyone that has a Senketsu piece in them and destroy it so that she can rebuild Senketsu? Or is Senketsu going to rebuild himself from the one piece of clothing that Ryuko has, if she even has that? Oh man, I did not expect the show to go here. Or I did not expect this episode to go here either. Like, just this episode alone. I didn't think we'd destroy Senketsu, and I really do love that Ryoko's not afraid of, like, before she put him on, I really love that she wasn't afraid to wear Senketsu. She was afraid of herself. I'm glad that she's not like, oh, you can turn me into a monster, that's so terrible. She's like, I turned myself into a monster, and I hurt you while doing that. I'm sorry for that. I love that, because it's just small things, like the little twists like that within, like, these tropes. But yeah, man. The last thing I really have to... Oh, okay, Mako, obviously hilarious. This episode's like, I want to go, but then I don't really want to go. I want to go, but I don't want to go. Like, that is so me. Like, I wish that they invited me, but I don't really want to go. Like, I don't know. I kind of I have the same feeling. If someone invites me to something, I mean, more than likely, I will say yes. But there's always just gonna be like this little thing in my head. It's like, but then I go and I have a lot of fun. But like, I totally see what Mako's talking about. It's so fun. I just love Mako so much. It's like this character, this series, such a wild premise. Only anime can do it. Like, there's no other medium you can do a premise like this with wacky characters like this. Her dad, when he got sucker punched, and then the mom and is like, "We need to operate." Wait, you know how to operate? There's always a first time for everything, son. Cool, I'll get the scalpel. Like, oh, what are they gonna do? The scalpel, and the saw. What are they gonna do to the poor dad? What are they gonna do to him? Oh man. But okay, the last thing I really had was when they were in the very beginning of the episode, when they were making the plans to take over the schools, Satsuki was telling the people, like telling her Elite Four, like, hey, don't feel bad that Ryuko beat you. She's wearing a 100% common way. She's way stronger than we could have ever anticipated. Don't feel bad about it. Like, it's not your fault. We're gonna building you new uniforms that can withstand that kind of thing. Like, I really appreciate that, even though Satsuki's like our bad guy, and I do think that eventually in the series we're going to see Satsuki and Ryuko fight together to take out Satsuki's mom and Harume, or at the very least Harume, because she's getting on both their nerves. But I really do love that our antagonist Satsuki, we're seeing her actually care for her people. Like, it looks like she's genuinely like, hey, don't feel bad. Like, especially to Gamaguri, who literally almost killed himself out of shame that he lost. I love that she's like, hey, don't feel bad about this. We'll get him next time. It's not your fault. So cool to see a villain like care about their people. Like, it's just a simple thing. Not everyone does it, but some do, and it works for a majority of the time. Yeah, I really don't know where the series is going. Yeah, I mean, next episode next week, lads, because yeah, I basically broke down the episode. I kind of brought up what I think could happen, but then I didn't. I don't know. Mako's in the battlefield. That is an agent of chaos you do not want on your side. No one wants them on there. They just don't have Mako on the battlefield. She's an agent of chaos. She will deter both sides, and I'm not being mean. I'm just saying, like, she's so chaotic. She's so powerful that no one will really win. It's gonna be hilarious to see her on the battlefield, and I really wonder what the new Goku uniform, the tracksuits, I really wonder what they're gonna be like. Like, are they gonna give everyone superpowers? Is it just low-key kind of superpowers? I'm very interested to see how this is gonna go. It's like this attack on this. Oh gosh, it's like Lord of the Rings, the attack on Helm's Deep, Siege of Helm's Deep, but like all the schools in Japan. I am so curious, and I'm so excited to get into this next few batch of episodes. I believe I'm fairly certain this is going to end up being an arc. But yes, lads, if you enjoyed this reaction, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, hit the notification bell so you're notified every Wednesday when we upload Kill la Kill. If you don't want to wait till next week, you can always watch my Darling in the Franxx reactions, my Gurren Lagann reactions, Attack on Titan reactions. Makai and I are going through My Hero Academia. Anthony, Makai, and I are going through Gravity Falls and Avatar. We're also going through Loki, and we've been through WandaVision, Falcon Winter Soldier, Bad Batch, so much on the channel. So yeah, if you're just curious to see what's on here, if you're new to the channel, just go over to the playlist section, check it all out, and we'll see you next week for more, lads.